You ever wonder why the smallest things can shake you, while other people walk through storms without flinching? If you're tired of feeling affected by everything, this is for you. The Stoics taught that real strength isn't found in controlling the world, but in controlling what the world awakens inside you. Life will always bring chaos. People will upset you, plans will fail, emotions will rise without warning. But your inner state decides whether you bend or break. And maybe that's why you're here. Not to escape the difficulties in your life, but to understand how to stay steady when everything around you becomes unstable. Somewhere inside, you know you're capable of more than reacting to every comment, every mood, every setback. You want to feel grounded again, calm again, in control of yourself again. So let's slow everything down for a moment and step into the principles the Stoics lived by. The principles that help you build a quiet strength no one can take from you. Here are the 6 Stoic principles that lead you to a place where nothing can truly affect you. Number 1, control your inner world, not the outer one. Most people spend their energy trying to bend the world in their favor, hoping that if everything outside becomes calm, they will finally feel calm inside. But peace doesn't work that way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." The moment you understand this, something shifts. You stop fighting every situation. You stop trying to change people who don't want to change. You stop trying to force outcomes. Life still moves, storms still come, but they no longer carry you with them, because you've redirected your strength inward, to the only place where power truly exists. Number 2, see things exactly as they are, not worse than they are. Most suffering doesn't come from events themselves. It comes from the story we build around them. A comment becomes an attack. A delay becomes a disaster. A problem becomes a prophecy of everything going wrong. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the opinions they form about things." When you strip a situation of your interpretation, it loses its ability to control your emotions. The facts are rarely as painful as the imagination, and the moment you learn to separate the two, your inner world becomes lighter, steadier, and harder to disturb. Number 3, practice voluntary calm, especially when your emotions demand the opposite. Strength isn't the absence of emotion, it's the ability to feel emotion without being owned by it. There will always be moments when anger rises, when fear takes over, when frustration gets loud. The Stoic response isn't to suppress these feelings, but to breathe through them, to create space between stimulus and reaction. Seneca wrote, "No man is free who is a slave to his emotions." Freedom comes from choosing your response instead of being dragged by it. Every time you pause before reacting, every time you stay calm when you want to explode, every time you choose clarity over chaos, you build a kind of quiet strength that nothing outside can penetrate. Number 4, expect challenges so they don't control you. Most people get shaken because they expect life to be smooth. They think things should be easy, people should behave well, plans should unfold perfectly. But the Stoics trained their minds differently. They expected difficulty, not in a negative way, but in a prepared way. When you anticipate challenges, they lose their power to surprise you. When someone disappoints you, you don't fall apart because you understand human nature. When life throws something unexpected at you, you stay grounded because you never assumed life owed you comfort. This mindset doesn't make you pessimistic. It makes you unshakable. Number 5, focus on what you can do right now, not on what you wish had happened. Regret, overthinking, replaying conversations, wishing you said the right thing, wishing you made a different choice. These are the mental loops that drain your peace. But peace lives in the present moment, not in yesterday, not in the imaginary future, just here, just now. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, confine yourself to the present. When you bring your mind back to what you can do this moment, you reclaim your strength. You stop carrying the weight of past mistakes. You stop fearing what hasn't happened yet, and your energy returns to you, calm, sharp, and grounded. Number 6. Build an identity no one can take from you. If your worth depends on approval, you'll crumble when people disapprove. If your peace depends on everything going right, you'll fall apart when life goes wrong. If your identity depends on being accepted, validated, understood, then anyone can take your confidence away. Stoicism teaches you to build your sense of self from the inside outward, from your values, from your discipline, from your character, from the promises you keep to yourself. When your stability comes from within, the world becomes far less threatening. You stop seeking validation. You stop reacting to every comment. You stop collapsing whenever something shifts outside you. Because your center is built on something unshakable, yourself. And as this message comes to a close, let something settle in your mind. Your life does not have to be controlled by every noise around you. You don't have to react to every mood, every comment, every change in the wind. There is a quieter version of you, one that doesn't collapse under pressure, one that isn't shaken by people's opinions, one that moves through life with a steady mind and an open heart. And that version isn't far away. It's already inside you, waiting for you to return to it. The Stoics never promised a life without pain or frustration. What they offered was something deeper, the ability to remain yourself in the middle of it all, the ability to feel emotion without drowning in it, the ability to stand in chaos without losing your center. And if you look closely, you'll see that every moment of your life, every challenge, every disappointment, every quiet victory has been training you for this kind of strength. Maybe you didn't realize it. Maybe you thought you were just surviving, but you were learning, you were growing, you were becoming someone harder to break and easier to calm. Someone who doesn't chase approval, doesn't fear the unknown, doesn't hand their peace to anyone who asks for it. Someone who finally understands that nothing outside can touch you unless you open the door from within. So before you leave, take one slow breath, not to relax, but to recognize how far you've come, how much you've carried, how much you've endured, and how much strength you've built in silence. This journey is yours, and you're walking it with more courage than you give yourself credit for. And if you want a place to return to, a place that reminds you of your calm, your clarity, your control, then you're welcome to stay here. Subscribe if you want more moments like this, more reminders of the strength you already have, more guidance to help you carry your life with steadiness and purpose. No pressure, just a quiet invitation, a reminder that you're not walking this path alone.